Right on my laser toolpath, it is adhering to that up and down, because you'll see that the laser going up and down when it moves to a new vector to cut. So it's going up to 0.2 on there. And if I go look at it, it'll probably be set at 0.2. So my toolpath, my laser toolpath is not forgetting that AZO code or whatever it is that tells it not to ignore that. So let's see what she's doing there. She is going over here and cutting a line at a 45 over to that. So that was at the tail end of the Jones. Huh. That's an odd duck. So the last part of the Marshall, it cut that line off and that text, and that was kind of an odd thing for sure. Huh. Okay, that's kind of odd. From the S, it took off and burned a line all the way across here, and it never put the border over here on that, and it didn't cut the tick mark this time. So that is real. It doesn't have anything to do with the hatch settings, because I've turned the hatch settings off. Alright, and this one I turned that on that laser setup, and so my post processor does not ignore the Z movements on the up and down. Anyway, if you set it in vector, it follows it just fine. Like I set this to 0.0001, which is effectively 0 according to what I saw on the forums. Anyway, so as it's moving, it's not doing any up and down movement. So we resolved that issue. Now we're going to see if what happens on this Z thing, if it will reproduce that, and find out. Alright, on the first tile cut for the graphic part was okay, and now I'm doing the numbers, the phone number part, and of course this tile 1, and it'll be interesting to see once it gets ready that it goes down to the last part of my son's name, if it does the diagonal thing again. So we'll get back to it. Alright, she's getting down to the part where it went psycho the last time. Open the hood up just to have another look at it. And so as it does the last point on the S, we'll see if it makes a diagonal across the piece. And it didn't on that one. And it didn't do the border either. So that's kind of interesting. Alright. Well, no tick mark on that one, no angle mark on that one. And why it's not doing this part of the LLC is a good question to me. So I'm going to go look at that and look a little more closer at the toolpath. Alright, I was looking at that LLC, is wondering why there's no line right here in this section here. It did some of it, but it didn't do all of it. And if you look at the vector, it's fine. Let's go ahead and look at the layout, see if there's anything on here that's not kosher as far as vector validator. Let's just check it. It says 0, 0, search all, and it says there's no vectors that are outlined in here that's causing the problems. And I'm going to go back here and look at my toolpath settings, and I did not have the laser border selected for the toolpath on that one, and that one came out just fine, except the laser border. Let's go ahead and look at the laser border here, and let's recarve the whole thing again, recalculate, and I'm not getting any errors except the tool cut, and it's just a cutout, so that's no big deal. We're not messing with that. Okay, so we're going to go over here and do this tile tube, and we're going to do the output. We're doing the laser. We got all three of them collected. Save toolpath. It's going to put them over here and overrode them. Click close. Our material setting is still 0.001, which that definitely fixed the up and down on the laser module. And we're going to just say file, save, and take Go Testy back out to the shop. Alright, turn off all the noise here. Get the machine out of the way. Alright, did it again. It's leaving the part of the L out, and then at the last vector, after it left the text, went over to the border. Instead of taking this line to here, or following it around, or going there and coming back around, for some reason this vector did not change the point from there to here, and this line here should be over here. So anyway, it did it again. Did the same thing as it did on the other piece. Got some kind of a bug in the software. I did look at all of the vectors to make sure there was no the vector validator said they were all good. And I recompiled this twice, and it repeated itself on a different compiling. So I will get hold of tech support.